Hi, this is James Shugg at Westpac London office with the end of day report for Wednesday, June the 27th. Nothing really fresh to report out of Europe actually. We had Chancellor Merkel in Germany rebuff again Spain's pleas for fiscal transfers or for liability sharing. Basically, her view remains that it's not the way forward, it's not appropriate, and it's against the German constitution for that sort of liability sharing to happen to any greater extent. So still very much polarised positions ahead of the EU Leaders Summit, which starts tomorrow. On the US data front, we saw durable goods orders up 1.1% in May. Transport accounted for a lot of that, but the core capital goods component, which takes out things like aircraft and defence, it was at 1.6%. That reversed the previous month's fall, but on a 3-month annualised basis, we're still looking at core capital goods orders down around 7.5% compared to the previous 3 months period, where that's December to February, where they ran a annualised pace of 7.5%. So there's still very much a core orders slowdown taking place in the US. However, pending home sales rose 6% in May. That reversed their 6% April drop and adds to a bounce in new home sales and recent strength in some house price measures, which suggests that the which suggests that the US housing story is perhaps turning a little bit stronger. I mean, housing is such a small part of the US economy now. I mean, the new house market is only a quarter of the size it was at its peak, for example. But nevertheless, it's not continuing to hemorrhage, at least on these recent indicators. German inflation, it slowed from 1.9 to 1.7%. The last time it did that was in 2008 when the German economy was in recession. Last time it slowed to 1.7%. And in the UK we had the CBI retail survey for June, absolutely surged reported sales because of the extra public holiday and the Queen's Jubilee. This is an example of how data for the UK are going to be hard to interpret going forward. We've got the extra public holiday, plus the shifted public holiday from May, and the Olympics all coming in succession, which is going to mean economic data are going to become much harder to read. But that's by the by. Okay, markets today. The Dow in the US at lunchtime is up 0.5% at 12,599. The positive housing numbers and also speculation that China might put in place some stimulus, or mounting speculation that they will put in place further stimulus, has supported the market there, and indeed in Europe, where we've seen decent rises. The FTSE in London up 1.3%, French market up 1.5%, the Germans up 1.3%, the Spanish are up 1.7%, and the Italians up 2.5%, just heading into the European close. On commodity markets, we've got gains to report there of 1% in copper, 1% in oil, $80.25 a barrel. First time I've seen 80 as the big figure there for a few days at least, having been in the 70s. And gold is down 0.2% at $1,571 an ounce. The Aussie dollar at 1.007 is just up a tiny bit from where it was this time yesterday. Probably have more to talk about tomorrow with the EU Leaders Summit. In Australia, it's credit data published by the Reserve Bank. And I'll be back same time tomorrow.